Hi everybody, and welcome to episode 32 of the Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft. We are over here at our new project, where we are building a pier. Right now this is the only thing that looks really pier-like, and I do like this. I like this, what we've got so far. I like it quite a bit. It's fully lit up, so no baddies will spawn on it. And I just like what we've got so far. So that's cool. However, it's nothing. There's nothing there, and that's kind of crazy. So that's actually what we're going to start first. Is we are going to fill in at least this platform, and that will hopefully help us give us a better idea how we want to build our little dock warehouse and whatever other things we want to include. Over at the Monastery Library, and we're going to do some of the audience participation stuff, or talk about some of the stuff that went on. At the end of, not my last Minecraft mini, but the Minecraft mini before that, I put this shelf in, and I wasn't a huge fan of it, and I put it to you guys. How do we want to make this a little fancier? How do we make it a little bit better? And got an idea, so I thought I'd go ahead and try it now. A suggestion to make this a double layer of books, and see, that's where we're running into trouble. Right there is that business right there. Okay, well, let me see if I can move this around a little bit, and we'll try and install that. Okay, that took me a couple minutes to figure out, because of the redstone lamp right up here in the corner, and the fact that I'm terrible with redstone and absolutely anything that needs to require redstone power. It took me a minute to figure out how to get this second layer of bookshelves in there, which I think looks a lot better. There was just too much stone right here where it was stone block, then stone stairs. I think this looks much better. So I think that was a great tip. Thanks, guys. Keep them coming. And now we've got one other little thing of more of a raging debate than anything else. You may recall that last episode I asked you guys to give me an opinion about these pillars, the supporting pillars for our pier. I didn't want to use jungle wood because I think the jungle wood log just looks terrible. Like I do like the way the jungle wood looks, the jungle wood planks will look with the cobblestone, but I don't like the way the logs do. So I gave several options asking people what they thought, and now we've gotten two different answers. And I went ahead and just installed oak because that's kind of my go-to. But we had two different answers. We had one saying go with oak and another one saying go with spruce. And so I got to make up my mind. And the reason why I have to make up my mind now is because I need to put supports into this pier. And so they're going to be kind of scattered throughout the dock, holding the whole thing up. You notice I keep using dock and pier interchangeably. I'm sorry. It's going to happen. I'm trying to fight it. It's not working. But anyway, so that or that. And I don't know. I don't know at all. Because it's kind of funny, because I like the dark outside of the spruce. I really like that a lot. It looks like maybe it's been absorbing water, so it's a little darker, a little more wet. But I don't particularly like the rings inside spruce. It's a little too much green. I like oaks inside better. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. And since everybody's already kind of chimed in with their opinions, I guess I have to make a decision at some point. Alrighty, Ro, I've made a decision. Amazing. Okay, so I went and replaced most of, or at least what showed of one pillar. You can still see some oak down there. That's okay. To kind of look at the whole package. And I think I'm going to have to go with oak. The reason being is the contrast between the spruce logs and the jungle wood planks is almost too much, I think, for especially for a pier. So yeah, and especially since it'd probably be getting similar woods, and oak is far more similar to jungle wood than spruce is, at least looks wise. I couldn't tell you about the biology of each. It's a game. So yeah, I like spruce as well, but the contrast is just a little too much. Like, that's kind of okay when you see it from there, although it's still, it sticks out quite a bit. And then looking at it from over here, yeah, that's too dark in my opinion. So thanks guys for your opinions. I do listen. But yeah, I'm gonna put that oak panel back, or that oak post back in. Guess who's a muggins? It's me! I had kind of done like some spacing of some cobblestone inside the outline. That's funny. And, you know, put in some jungle wood planks. And then I realized I completely forgot to plan out where I was going to put the supports, because this part of the pier can't float. That would be ridiculous. And when I started thinking through how I was going to put the supports in, made me realize that the entire feng shui of what I'd put in was off. So I had to take it all out, and now I am going to put in the supports. That way we can actually make some sense out of what we're putting on the inside here. You know, one of the... I don't know if it's the key for the way everybody builds in Minecraft, but the key for how I build is finding the specific details in a build that will inform how you do the rest of the build, if that makes any sense. I didn't have these supports in, and so I had just kind of slapped in a pattern that's sort of similar to what I had here, and just kind of slapped it around, but it was uneven. It didn't work well. And then when I realized I didn't have the supports, now what that allows me to do, if I can get out some cobblestone here, it'll let me copy this sort of pattern here. So we've got, you know, the support here, and then we do 3 cobble there. We've got the support, and we'll do the 3 cobble there. And then now I know that at those intervals we'll have cobblestone that'll jut in. Also, then between those we'll have jungle wood planks. I think we're doing half slabs. And that kind of will then inform, that'll give us the spacing we need to work with to work in the other details of our pier. For example, we're going to need to indicate some kind of support in the middle of the pier. So yeah, that just kind of, it helps with the spacing, and it's really kind of funny. I pointed out because it really never kind of ceases to amaze me that one small, what should be kind of insignificant detail ends up dictating and enabling the rest of your build. So sorry for the ramble there. It struck me and I wanted to share. That's starting to look more put together already. It's just amazing. Getting the supports in has really kind of clarified the build for me. Why I'm up here is I need to go grab some glowstone because we need to light this bad boy up, because I'd prefer not to turn my deck into a zombie spawner. And as I'm sure you guys have heard me before, I am not a big fan of ground torches. So we got to light this bad boy up somehow. Now this is starting to come along nicely. Again, it's just amazing how we got one little detail sorted out, and all of a sudden this build just gets a ton easier. It's really cool. Anyway, I've got more of the pier in, and we're going to kind of continue this pattern into the side of the hill. We've got some glowstone for light, although the way I've got the pattern right now, it doesn't cover everything. So hence me having torches in front of these. And also, if you look under there, we've got the oak log there. and you can see the supports going down. So if I go under, there'll actually be support under there. I didn't raise up the support pillars like I did over there, where they're like that, because that just seems like a really silly thing to have on a busy dock. It seems like a bit of a safety hazard, so I'm going to pretend we trimmed it off at there. So no, this is coming along nicely. I'm liking this build more and more. Now with the hillside, probably not going to stay dirt, probably not going to stay that kind of gentle slope in. I'm thinking I would probably enjoy like more of a stone cliff face rather than just the dirt. So that's the plan, and I don't know how much we're going to get done today. We're going to get as much as we can, but this is starting to look really good. I've never understood how they could have fishing in this game, but no beer. I didn't think you could do one without the other. Because if you can, then my childhood was a lie. So I was doing a little fishing because, like I said, I want to get pufferfish so I can get potions of underwater breathing, and that way we can take on an underwater temple. Because after the underwater breathing, really, I would just need some potions of strength and some potions of night vision so I can see, so it's bright enough underwater. But like I said, I'd been fishing, and it was an interesting fishing session. I got 6 fish, 1 saddle, 2 spell books, or 2 enchanted books. And that's some pretty high level spells. I mean, that's not too bad at all. I think I may have mentioned this a couple of episodes ago, but I really think that dock is too short. It just doesn't look like a ship of any kind of size could pull up next to it. I think we need to extend it by probably at least 2 sections. But it's done, and I think it's looking awfully good. I like that a lot. There's still a ton to add. I don't think we're going to get there this episode, though. We're going to add the kind of warehouse that's going to go on this side. A sweeping staircase that kind of comes up to here, I think. And then most of this is going to be changed into a sheer rock face. So it's going to be a flat face of stone there with, some kind of machinery or pseudo machinery for raising things from the pier up to the top. I think that could look pretty neat. But I think I'm going to have to stop here today because I need to do some supplies. I need to get some supplies, do some resource gathering. We burnt through a lot of glowstone. I mentioned before, I really didn't want this to turn into a mob spawner, so I had to light it up pretty good. And the way I ended up using the glowstone to fit into the pattern, I used up a lot of it. So I need to get some more glowstone working. I also need to get some supplies for the building we'll be putting right there. I think I'm going to use white stained clay, and I don't think I have any. I've never used that before as a building material, so this should be pretty cool. But anyway, as the sun has gone down and the moon is going up, either long ago somebody left with the cup, or I'm getting distracted because I'm still kind of sick. But okay, thank you guys for tuning into this episode of the Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft. I hope you had fun. I know I did. I'm really excited about this build. If you did like it, please click that like button. If you're new to my channel, please click the subscribe button. I had a blast, and I'll talk to you guys next time.